We're standing in front of a house that has a 10,000 square foot backyard lawn. And we were hired to get that lawn looking good for tonight when they're having a party. Before we show you the lawn, I'm going to review what is wrong with it, what we found when we analyzed it, and that just required looking at all the factors. Took about 10 to 15 minutes, and we did that about 2 months ago. So the first thing was to try to figure out why it looked terrible. There's lots of possibilities, and actually they were told a lot of different things and a lot of different ways to revive it. When we looked at it, it looked like it needed water, even though they were watering it regularly. It wasn't getting sufficient water. I used really my go-to protocol for lawn, which works regardless of what's wrong with it. Not enough water or a fungal disease, proper watering, proper mowing, feed that soil, make that soil as healthy as possible, and feed the lawn. And then let's monitor it. In almost every lawn that is struggling, weeds are going to be a problem. And rather than address that first, I really like to address that last, because proper care a lot of times will minimize that problem. Many weeds can't take regular mowing. So let's go back there and see how we did. Fluttering in the breeze. Looks pretty neat with a very picturesque trunks. Chip, it's green. It's 10,000 square feet of green. We were happy to be a part of at least quickly making it all green, and over the long term, we'll make it into a nice lawn, and we'll talk about how to do that.
What is that? That's crazy.
Hi, guy on the GoPro.
Looks quite a bit better. We now have, no bare spots. Everything's green. It is a lawn with a lot of weeds. So we'll be talking to the owners about if they want to eradicate the weeds. He's indicated before he can't tell that they're weeds. He just wanted it all green. Since we've fed the soil and we've fed the lawn and we've got the irrigation working properly, we can turn this into an all Bermuda lawn, which from a purist standpoint I would prefer, because it'll have just one color. Right now we kind of have a mishmash of weeds and Bermuda. The simplest way to address weeds in a lawn like this is with a pre-emergent herbicide. The weeds in this lawn go dormant when we have freezing temperatures or almost freezing temperatures. Next year, when spring comes, it comes back from the seed. So what we would do to combat that is we would use a pre-emergent herbicide. The one we use is called Dimension, and we apply that about January 15th. You want to do that when it's still cold, but just before it starts to warm up, and it'll prevent weed seed from germinating, and all you'll be left with is the Bermuda or whatever type of grass you have. We could pretty quickly make this a lawn with no weeds or very few weeds by June of next year. So that would be my strategy. It's up to the owners to know whether they want to do that or they're happy with this improved version of what they had before, which was a lot of dirt mixed in with some weeds. So my recommendation for this lawn, other than a different protocol to try to get rid of weeds, is repeat and repeat. We're going to keep doing the same thing. We're going to keep monitoring the water, try to get it just right and get the coverage just right. We're going to keep mowing regularly. We're going to keep at least twice a year feeding the soil and feeding the lawn. A lot of products that you buy in regular garden centers only feed the lawn, they don't feed the soil. We believe in feeding the soil because it will prevent the lawn from having this kind of problem in the future. It will be the source of sustenance for the lawn. Anytime a lawn is sick or underperforming for some reason, then I would use Blend, because Blend has lots of microbiology in it. If the lawn doesn't particularly have anything wrong with it, just doesn't look as good as you'd like, then you would use Nourished Biosol because it's Nourished Biosol that has macronutrients in it that lawn really craves to look its best. So Chip's filming right now. He seems to like the outer limits of the property. We hope you enjoyed this little tutorial on diagnosing lawn. Now we've got another one coming up. There was an interesting contrast to this one where it was a fungal disease. We'll be showing you the after of that in a week or two, so keep tuning in for that.